basketball, brought to you by Miller Lite. There's light beer, and then there's triple hops brewed Miller Lite. Taste greatness. By Jack in the Box. Right now, try Jack's new Southwest Chicken Bowl. It's an entire meal in a bowl, available at participating restaurants. By your Southern California Ford dealers. See what's new at scforddealers.com. And by Klondike, with a thicker chocolatey shell. What would you do for a Klondike bar now? Welcome back once again to Staples Center as we get ready for the only appearance in Southern California this year, at least with the Lakers and the New York Knickerbockers. I'll remind you tonight's game presented by LA's HD leader, DirecTV. Joel Myers, Stu Lance, Patrick O'Neill is going to be joining us momentarily, as the Lakers have taken each of the last two season series from the Knicks. And good to see the same starting five at the floor as the Lakers got healthy with the return of Pau Gasol. And hopefully in the next, 3-4 weeks, Luke Walton's back. So Pau Gasol, third game, returning on the baseline with Artest and Drew. And Kobe and Fish in the backcourt. And we're talking about Andrew Bynum. Phil Jackson said offensively, everything's fine. He just wants to see more out of Drew when it comes to the defensive end of the floor. And of course, 2 titles, 2 rings as a member of the New York Knicks. David Lee, the man in the middle, a double-double machine. Led the league in double-doubles last year. Danilo Gallinari, finally healthy with Wilson Chandler. Gallinari, the first-round pick last year. The Billiken from St. Louis University, Larry Hughes in the backcourt, along with Chris Duhon from Mike D'Antoni. At such a high level with Steve Nash running the show, he is not afforded that kind of luxury and that kind of leadership with this squad of New York Knicks. Let's head over now and join Michael Eaves. Michael.
Well, Joe, sometimes when things are going so well, fans have a tendency to nitpick a little bit. And one of the targets of the Laker fans nitpicking of late has been Derek Fisher. They look at his points, only 6 a game. They look at his shooting, only 36% from the floor. And they think, what's up with D. Fish? Why is he not giving them better production? I was talking to Derek before the game, and it reminded me of something my mom told me a long time ago. I may not be there when you want me, but I'm always right on time. You look at what Derek Fisher's done in his career, whether it's the .4 shot against San Antonio, whether it's the big threes against the Orlando Magic in the finals, he's always been there. And he says, I'm much more concerned about winning than making myself look good during the game. And he said, I'd rather be 11-3 than 9-5. And that's pretty much where the Lakers are headed right now, guys. All right, thank you, Michael. And I like to tag that what owner Jerry Buss said to the media just a couple of days ago in his annual get-together and sit down with the writers and the broadcaster. He says, Derek always makes the memorable shots. You don't have to worry about Derek Fisher. Those are the ones you remember.
Too many people put too much stock on stats. I mean, really, basketball is the epitome of a team sport, and you can't have 5 or 10 guys all scoring 20 points a night. You've got to have certain players that are there distributing the ball, and that's Derek Fisher.
Kenny Mauer tossed it up with Courtney Kirkland as Kobe picks up where he left off. And talking about the matchup with the Knicks, because he had big games against New York in the last couple of years.
Well, last year at Madison Square Garden when he went for 61.
Gallinari. And Gallinari averaging 14 a game with 5 boards a contest, and he only played in 28 last year. He just had a bad back. And they said it wasn't career-threatening. Andrew Bynum getting to where he wants to go against David Lee, and that's a mismatch. And Lee, a power forward.
They start the game off not double-teaming in the post, so let's see how long that lasts.
Larry Hughes. Andrew changed it, didn't he?
That's what you want your last line to do. Either change it or just touch it a little bit. Not necessarily block it out of bounds.
It'll be Derek Fisher from Kobe. And across Andrew Bynum. Couldn't hang on to it. But boy, went back to get it. You're talking about that 61-point game. Gallinari, you got to come out on him. He came into the game with the most made threes so far in the NBA this year. And he's got the first 5 for the Knicks.
In transition, everybody runs to the paint. This day and age, you got to run to the 3-point line.
Gasol mismatch right over the much smaller Wilson Chandler. He's going to the line looking for the 3-point play.
And they're allowing so far, and we're young in the game, obviously a minute and a half into it, but post play is a single coverage. And if that's the case, the late double team by Larry Hughes, but it wasn't anything that affected Powell as he gets the basket and one. So if the Lakers can continue to put the ball into the post, they should have some real good success.
Wilson Chandler, third-year man out of DePaul, with the first foul of the game. So the Lakers on the three-point play by Pau Gasol, who filled up the box. Derek Fisher just took it away from David Lee. He's got Kobe on the trail if he wants him. Not a bad place to go. And Kobe puts the Lakers up by 4.
Oh, what a defensive play by Derek. As he's running past the guy with the ball, David Lee, he just reaches up and knocks it free.
You always talk about holding it high, making sure they can't get it. Larry Hughes protected it well, and Andrew Bynum comes away with it.
If they should have a stat for altered shots, that's more important sometimes than blocks.
Fish filling it up from beyond the arc. And is it 2?
Long deuce.
Yeah, foot was barely on the line. 11-5. Lakers by 6. Chris Duhon. And they will take the threes. It's Mike D'Antonio's squad. They've got a green light on the threes. And
he just hit a long deuce.
Yeah, and his foot's on the line. They put up the arm. They pulled it back down. So he stepped into it. Lakers will take it 11-7. Pau Gasol. Soft touch wouldn't stay down. Comes out, David Lee. David Lee led the league, 65 double-doubles last year. Not on a pace like that this year. But he's been a constant for him. Right back to Kobe off the miss by Wilson Chandler. Pau Gasol for the big size advantage, inside out.
That time they were sent the second guy.
Andrew Bynum. And like Gasol. He stayed out.
Early tap, though. You know, and the Lakers have been tapped on 2 of their shots thus far.
Lakers struggled with this team last year at home, actually. They had to play catch-up. They beat them. David Lee.
Nate Robinson.
He had 33 in 33 minutes that night.
He put on a show that night.
Yeah, a little Nate will be off the bench in a little bit. But he had 33 in 33 minutes. Top pass. Kobe with Hughes running out. Yes, Fish grabbed on his way. So the foul on Larry Hughes. And Derek Fisher, a couple of free throws.
And to start the game, everybody making that extra pass. That time, Kobe in the paint. Possibly could be you going to the free throw line himself, but pass to Derek in the corner, and it's Derek who gets fouled on the drive.
You know, we forget about when we talk about Kobe and the 61-point game, and I'll get to that in just a moment after we remind you can win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Lakers home game, courtesy of Verizon Wireless. For your chance to win, just text Lakers to 525-377 by the end of this evening's game. You're automatically entered. That's tickets to 525-377. And for all the rules, just head over to the website, thelakers.com. With Kobe at 61, Pau Gasol at 31 and 15. So the two combined for 92. Chris Duhon. Got the floor spaced. Going to come across. Andrew Bynum went up early.
Yeah, missed time his jump.
Kobe taking it away as David Lee turns it over. Ron Artest can't hang on to it. Slightly behind for Kobe. You talked about it. They're sharing the basketball. Wilson Chandler all the way to the rim. So points off a turnover for the Knicks. 13-9. Lakers by 4. 4 minutes gone by. Lakers coming in at 10-3. Opposites attracting. The Knicks at 3-10. Knicks have done better, believe it or not, on the road this year, 2-3, than at home, 1-7. Artest, short corner 3. He didn't step into that one. He fell away. Lakers are off by 7 now, 16-9.
Well, Gallinari was there, but he just gave way too much space.
David Lee. That's his range. He loves the face-up game. One side of the free throw line or the other.
Andrew was a fingernail away from getting a piece of that one, though.
Ron Artest. I think you're surprised he got that.
That last long step wasn't long enough, and that's why he ended up shooting almost a left-hand scoop shot.
Chris Duhon. That was from a different area to go. Man.
One thing, if you're beating the shot clock, they still had a little bit of time to do something.
He was a long way beyond the arc. Now Kobe up against Wilson Chandler. Billy Artest. Kobe set it up. Pau Gasol keeping it alive. And took it to the nose from Gallinari. He comes away. Empty. There's a block. You talked about changing shots. He put that off the glass and blocked it away from Duhon.
That's what your last line of defense does.
Lob, couple there. Bynum will take it. Here's Pau Gasol right behind him.
Who fouled him? Power. That was quite a play by Andrew. Nice recognition by Derek.
It's a good balance early in the game for the Lakers. All 5 starting could be either 4 or 3. And there's another triple. This time, Wilson Chandler.
That's what I'm talking about, where even in semi-transition, you've got to defend the three-point line, especially against this team.
Andrew Bynum asking for it. There's no double in the neighborhood yet. Now against the smaller David Lee. Drop step to the baseline. Andrew with the left hand.
Again, if they're going to allow him to play single coverage, it'd be an easy night's work for guards.
David Lee with the strong side. And soft touch over Andrew Bynum. Good protection by David Lee.
It wasn't an easy shot because Andrew actually challenged that one, but he made a nice shot anyway. Phil Jackson wants a timeout.
Pace of the race favoring the Knicks right now a little?
Well, it is an up-tempo pace right now, but still the Lakers are getting what they want. They're not coming down and just jacking up three-pointers. They're pushing it on the inside. It's just the Knicks are hitting some shots, and that's why we have a 20-16 game, as New York has been known to be a team that can score. Period, and Lakers up by 4, 20-16. Both teams shooting 50% or better. In our Klondike Scotty report this evening, David Lee of the New York Knicks. Good offensive rebound. This guy can. Why? Because he's very active, and that's usually what happens when you're an active big guy. You get offensive rebounds and other things. And he runs the slip screen more than anyone. In the course of this game tonight, if they ever get into situations where they run a half-court offense, you'll see him come up and set some screens, and then he slips the screen and gets easy hoops. So keep an eye on that as the game progresses.
26-year-old from St. Louis. Has 4 and 3 already tonight. And you talked about his activity. Setting it up. Lee got a piece of it. It slowed it down. Fisher staying with it. And boy, Lakers have burned it out 3 times now on the old in and out.
Early taps. I mean, gee, you don't normally have 3 in 6 minutes.
Larry Hughes sets it up. Gallinari. To Kobe. And that was, kid looks good. I think they got a keeper in Gallinari. Got physically tough over the summer. They bulked him up. And now Ron Artest trying to set up off the ball, gets the offensive foul.
And actually, the Knicks had come back on that possession and were getting ready to play a zone, believe it or not. And that's unusual for, you usually set your zone up after scores, not after a missed field goal.
Chris Duhon on the pick by David Lee. Blocked away. Pau Gasol didn't put in the play. Kobe on the fly. And Lamar has just checked in. He's under if he's needed. He's not. Kobe has started 3 for 3, and he's got 6 to put the Lakers up by 6.
And that jumper really looks sweet tonight. Not that he does it just about every night, but it's got a nice arc and everything on it.
Larry Hughes saw Al Harrington over on the sideline. Figured it might be for me. He went up. Now, Lamar and the Lakers getting into the paint as Kobe. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Gasol has Lee. Now they find him on the bench. The quick release and the soft touch by Pau Gasol on the runner.
A little sweeping right-hand hook shot there that he puts up nice and soft. Normally he uses his left for certain plays like that. How many seconds are you going to give him?
6, 7.
How fast you're counting, I guess. 1.
Lakers have their biggest lead of the game now. They're up by 8, 24-16. There's the slip screen you talked about. David Lee with Gallinari to perfection.
That was a nice pass by Gallinari, though. I mean, off the dribble with the right hand without picking it up with the other hand.
So about 3.5 to play in the first quarter. Lamar wanted to go over the top. Pau Gasol now is the mismatch. Kobe, long 3. And good box out by Duhon of the bigger Ron Artest. Larry Hughes.
And he has been playing very well for them.
And a forgotten man. At the start of the year, he didn't figure in, and all of a sudden, what do we got to lose? They weren't doing well offensively.
Coming back off some injuries and, starting to feel like himself again.
Over the top, Pau Gasol held by David Lee.
See that zone that time again.
Yeah, 2-3. The
Lakers,
sagging 2-3.
Lakers did a good job of looking to the inside as we get a chance to see Eddie Curry coming in. We talked about him and his weight loss, and he does look good. But he's always been a guy that had good footwork, or good feet, I should say. Not all the time great footwork, but good feet.
He's a 27-year-old out of Chicago, and what you're alluding to, Stu, he lost 55 pounds since the start of last season. Easy pass to take away. Larry Hughes has it. Among the league leaders in steals, like Kobe and Larry Hughes. All of a sudden, a 6-0 run for the Knicks. It's down to 2, 24-22.
That was just an ill-timed pass by Derek. The spacing, the angle was terrible.
Kobe had it poked away. Now, Al Harrington has just checked into the game. He is the leading scorer at a little over 20 a contest coming off the bench. He had 30 in the last one, kept him in it against Boston. Stays away is Lamar. And Hughes thought he had it. Hughes posing after that finish. He's trying to give the Knicks the lead with a long three.
Did look good.
Kobe won't stay home, but Artest. What an effort. Yeah, he was all tangled up and stayed with it. They're trying to set it up. Pau Gasol's got Eddie Curry on his back. What a behind the back no look. Artest was surprised by that. He was tangled up with Gallinari, but it was there. And pounding the basketball, Larry Hughes. It goes back to the Lakers when we come back to Staples Center.
Yeah, that's like the 3-second violation, I guess. They could call Coleman and carrying the ball whenever they want in an NBA game. Minute and 59 left as the Knicks making things happen. Even though Powell and Andrew making that interior defense look pretty good, the Knicks are within 2. And Spike in New York, and then, Alex Rodriguez. So the New Yorkers out tonight to see the Lakers in the next game. Pursuing perfection tonight, Andrew Bynum. Starting out this game like he wants to be perfect. He's made 3 out of 4 from the field. He's got 1 board and a number of shots where he has altered them. He's only been credited with 1 block, but a number of alters, which, like I've said before, can be better than the blocks.
You were just talking about Spike Lee here and A-Rod New York representation. Lakers have it in their locker room. Every borough is represented tonight at Staples Center, aren't they? They're all out when the Knicks come to town. I said to run our test, and what was it? And he said, well, Queens, but I played in the city, LaSalle Academy. Lamar, Christ the King. A lot of New York guys on NBA rosters.
There's the zone again. Got to move the ball, especially get it on the inside or into the middle, just like that.
Yep, Kobe's there. And Kobe on a little step-back action already has 8 with a couple of boards.
Yeah, 4 out of 6 from the field with 2 rebounds and an assist.
Nate Robinson was just checked in. Man, going the other way.
Big Eddie Curry. Trying to loosen up a little bit, ran the straight line, and he's called for the foul running into Andrew Bynum.
Lakers on the turnover. Get it back with a 4-point lead. So 4 turnovers for New York, 5 already for the Lakers. And they've been a real clean team lately. Andrew Bynum. Yeah, floater over Eddie Curry. Man, Andrew's looking just so confident. Easy call. Jordan Farmar. He just put out an arm bar.
I tell you, they may be close to the same height, but Nate Robinson is a fire plug. Well, our Exmo shows Eddie Curry trying to defend and take away the middle, and Andrew says, well, I'll just spin to the baseline and shoot my little jump shot. And shoot it very well indeed.
And he's going up over, as we saw that slow-mo, to a true post player, and he really elevated on a jumper. Andrew tried to defend that and did a good job. The miss by Eddie Curry. Nate Robinson almost took Eddie Curry down. Andrew asking for it again. Strong side spin. No. Uses the left hand. How slick was that?
Well, I just like the recognition. The defender was right on his right shoulder. You can't hit the ball right into the defender.
Now, defending Curry. And that was an off-balance, just throw it up there, and it went.
Well, he threw it up before he got called for the travel because he was losing his balance.
That stops the 6-0 run out of the timeout for the Lakers. They're up by 6. And Andrew Bynum, the first Laker, double figures. He'll be a hold on Al Harrington off the ball.
Good thing it was a whistle because Nate Robinson is really seeked that one out. He's ready to take it the other way. As we talk about how Andrew recognizing where the defense is. Just using that left hand. Very nice move.
Inside of 10 of the shot clock. Kobe sizing it up. Waiting for the double to lead. And it's Jordan Farmar from Kobe. Good look. Won't go. Lamar at the position. It stayed short and away from Elo. Final shot time coming up for the Knicks.
Yeah, here's the play where, you want to play your good defense. Don't put them on the line to end the quarter.
Nate Robinson had to adjust. And Curry, as Kobe came over, flashed. Kobe had a lot to do with that miss. Good stop to close it.
Let me tell you something. That's one of the reasons that'll give D'Antoni ammunition for not using his big. He says, we get the ball to you there. You've got to score. We played one. The Lakers put up 30. The Knicks put up 24. Which team shooting it the best? Well, the Lakers shooting 57% from the field.
Exceptional start for the Lakers offensively tonight. 30 already on the board as they lead by 6. We commented earlier about Kobe, 61 at the Garden, most ever. Broke the old record. It was set in that building by Bernard King, and it was 19 of 31 in that game for Kobe. Got to get to the line on a night like that, and Kobe didn't miss. He was 20 of 20 at the free throw line. He's got a little Nate Robinson. 8 on the shot clock as they go to Eddie Curry. And takes it right away. Could have been a foul on Eddie. Curry. You got it, trying to hold on to Kobe after he snuck in there and got it.
See, there was a case where Eddie just did not read first. You've got to, when you get the ball, you got to read. It's read and react, R&R. A lot of players think it's just wrestling relaxation, but it's read and react. He didn't read and paid the price.
Back door.
Another hole.
Yep. That was Wilson Chandler that time. Held Jordan Farmar as they had that set up on the backdoor lob. If he doesn't hold it, it's an easy one.
And some fouls are good fouls. And seemingly that was a good foul. He was open for, like you said, a very easy one.
Shannon Brown also into the game for the first time. And Shannon Brown long two. He does it. Shannon Brown puts the Lakers up by 8, matching their largest lead of the game.
See the control, though? He caught that, was going about 20 miles an hour. He's got like 3 different gears, so that's what you do. You play at different speeds.
Jared Jeffries in there now for the Knicks, setting up Nate Robinson. Something about Laker games because he had a good game against the Lakers. Even the loss at the Garden. They only lost by 2 here. Reason, he had 33 and hit for a high percentage. Kobe over Jeffries, and Kobe 5 of 7. He's in double figures with a long deuce.
They're trying Jeffries on Kobe now, trying to use his length, but gave up too much space.
Eddie Curry with the basketball. Played only 3 games last year. 59 the year before, and as his coach said, they worked with him a lot yesterday, getting the ball over the post, but he's rusty. Got a long way to go. Al Harrington, a wedge.
He got out the putter here.
It's not there, even close. Farmar free on the wing from Kobe. Andrew Bynum had to come his way. Didn't have to work much for that rebound. On the dive. Farmar. Tough bank. And picked up by Al Harrington.
At least he used the glass. When you're falling away and floating like that, you better use the glass.
Nate Robinson. Another triple for the little guy. Out of Rainier High School in Seattle, University of Washington, where he played for 3 years. Had a 4-point Laker lead, 34-30. Shannon Brown. Harrington goes the other way as the Lakers. They only have 1-3 now. After that miss, they're 1 for 8 from beyond the arc. Next 4 for 10. Good for change the shot. Robinson saves it, throws it behind his back, and Curry lost it. Now Andrew Bynum.
Got a man open.
He had Farmar, but he wants it himself. And Lamar will slam it home on the miss. Nobody accounted for Lamar after Bynum fell away.
Andrew that time had his mind made up what he wanted to do with that one. Ends up with a basket for the Lakers as Lamar Odom following up the miss by Andrew, hammers one home, and that forces the Knicks to want to talk it over a little bit. Turnovers leading to transition. Transition leading to easy hoops. The Lakers 36, the Knicks 30.
The most awesome offensive force ever. Only man to score 100 points in a game. 4-time league MVP. For 5 seasons, the unstoppable Laker. And key to LA's first NBA title.
I don't think there'll ever be a player like Wilt, his size and strength.
He was a worldwide prodigy, the most unique, most gifted athlete in the world.
Somebody you got to know, somebody you played against.
Let me tell you something.
Nothing like him.
He was something special. Made 35 straight field goals. I don't care what kind of shots you're taking. 55 rebounds in a game. 9 straight triple doubles. You know, he was so good. I mean, one year when he was leading the league in scoring or whatever, and they said, well, you can't lead the league in assists. The next year he came out, led the league in assists.
You know, a lot of people forget he ran track when he went to Kansas first.
He was something.
Yeah, I mean, he was a really gifted athlete, besides being a phenomenal basketball player. 3 minutes gone by in the second 12. 36-30. Lakers have led it every step of the way. Harrington reversing it home. And Nate Robinson.
Delay of game.
You got it. And that's what we talked about on the pregame show. Sometimes the lack of discipline of Nate Robinson.
Well, and that kind of a play, I can understand, you know, the coach is getting upset about because, you know, the ball is already through the net. Just go down the other end. Travel. Ooh, got held first.
Duhan.
See, Andrew moved both feet on that one.
They'll give it to Jeffries. Duhan was coming over to help.
Well, they're going small. They're going to say to Andrew, well, we don't have anybody that can stop you on the inside, so let's see what you can do defensively against our perimeter guys.
Here comes the double. That pass, kind of a baseball pass, high and wide, but Artest has it. And now Ron with an afterthought 3 and a loose ball foul. Andrew, you talked about picking your spots. That time over the back of a smaller Jared Jeffries.
That one was tempting, though, for Andrew. I could see it as soon as the shot went up and Jeffries was boxing him out because he's shorter. I could see Andrew saying, I can still get to this one.
So New York still hitting at a high percent. On the deflection, it's going to be Jordan Farmar after the free was real short. They've already taken 11 threes. Lamar Odom well inside the arc. And Andrew Bynum that time just tapped it away from Jeffries on the spin. They're on our test. Shannon Brown, get out of the paint, Andrew. Never did. Duhan's got the miss. Well, you don't want to follow up with 3. That's their game. Even though the Lakers hit one early. They're taking a lot of long-range 2s. Lamar looking up the floor. Lakers 1 of 9 on their 3-point attempts. As Phil Jackson said, 12, 13, 14, that's plenty for a game.
Another minute or so and Andrew will get his rest.
Foul on Jeffries.
So, you know, that time after Jeffries got contact, he should have tried to pull the chair. Because it seemed like Andrew was starting to lose a little bit of balance, but at the same time, Jeffries stayed there and got contact, gets called for the foul.
Andrew Bynum, 10 and 4. Stevie Wonder here tonight.
My man. The man.
I mean, we just talked about one legend, Will Chamberlain, didn't we? We go straight to another legend. What a gifted artist.
Tell me.
Farmar's got to go. Shot clock down. That was a double clutch who was blocked. He got it up there. Back door. No.
His own rebound.
Yep. And checked out by Lamar. So the Lakers get a break there on a miss. A couple of them by Wilson Chandler. Things have slowed down. Both teams have the offensive end of the floor. Ron Artest now against Chandler. Blocked away by Chandler.
That's good defense.
Yeah, solid defense from Wilson Chandler. Guy who's in his 3rd year under DePaul. Off the leg of the Lakers, probably Shannon Brown. They had him sandwiched. Duhan doing a good job of the assist department for Mike D'Antoni. Not Nash like. He's got 4 assists so far.
You know, Ron Artest loves to use that left hand, but Chandler was there to get just enough of it to keep it in play and rebound. That's the key about blocking shots. You don't have to spike it out of bounds.
David Lee.
Oh, he had him.
Andrew out of position. And Lamar Odom over the top. Duhan can't get there. Jordan Farmar leaked out on the dunk.
That was a perfect pass.
Over the fingertips of the cornerback.
What are you doing on Sundays?
Over the fingertips of the cornerback.
Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if he had his hand on the laces. The short corner three, and Jordan could have grabbed it and said he tipped it for some reason. He was trying to send him out on a break, and it turns out to be a layup for David Lee.
Anytime you can get that much of your hand on the ball, gobble it up.
38-34. As David Lee leads the Knicks now with 8 points and 4 boards. Pick and roll action and Farmont beyond the arc. David Lee, speaking of gobbling it up, that's what he does. Running the floor, Al Harrington. And on the trail, Wilson Chandler.
That was a nice break.
Yep. He found him, and he was floating out of bounds.
Looked like it was going to be a turnover, and instead, what is it? It's an easy hoop.
Ron Artest lost the handle due to the pressure of Larry Hughes. So now, when they come on a break, the Knicks could tie it or take the lead.
Well, and right now, the pace is really favoring the Knicks. The Lakers aren't getting as much as they wanted on the inside, and they're going up and down, and that's the Knicks style of ball. 5:48 to go in the half of a 2-point game. Who will be on the court when we come back?
Sunday night in an easy win over Oklahoma City in a real clean game for the Lakers. They only had 9 turnovers for the game. They got 7 already tonight, and that's the reason it's only a 2-point lead for the Lakers. 38-36 as the Knicks capitalized on a few of those. Well, tonight on our sister station, Prime Ticket, you can watch the game from the courtside view, and this is your chance to view the game from the exclusive seats right on the floor at Staples Center. So now, short glimpse of the courtside view presented by LA's HD leader, DirecTV. Side view on our sister station, Prime Ticket, as Lamar Odom trying to get to the rack, look for a foul, didn't get it, and now the Knicks look to take the lead. It's tied at 38 on the layup by Larry Hughes. Gallinari, we saw the block while we were down on the floor with those courtside seats. Gallinari blocked away Ron Artest. Nice feed inside. And they can't break the tie at 38. So a little more than 4 to play in the half. And both teams have slowed down considerably offensively. Lakers only 40%, Knicks 41%.
It's time for this unit for the Lakers to get their rhythm back.
Kobe. Little follow over Larry Hughes. The last one was dead on, but a little long, as Kobe is now 6 of 9. He's got 12. And the Lakers back up by 2.
But the first few games of the year, the Knicks didn't compete. There's that slip screen again.
Ron Artest making David Lee earn it at the free throw line.
That time he held the screen a little bit longer than the technical definition of a slip screen, but the results are pretty much the same. So David Lee will be shooting 2 free throws. And again, it's Gallinari making the pass right through the middle of the defense.
Like what I see from Gallinari. He kind of reminds me of Bargnani. A little more physical maybe, Stu. And also, we saw what he can do around the rim. Nice shot block. Hey, we remind everybody, as Lee misses the first of 2. Stay tuned. Second half, Michael Eaves with the Carls Jr. Sports Update. So another coming for David Lee. He was a Chaminade Flyer in high school in St. Louis. So about 2 miles away from where I was in high school, Stu. But David was just he was a couple years ahead of me. So he splits a pair, 1 of 2. He's got 3:41 left in the half.
A couple of years.
And the Lakers lead by 1, 40-39.
Didn't you know they had high school when you went?
David's a great kid. We've talked to David before. You and I both like this kid. All he knows how to do is work. Chandler. Lamar backpedaling right into the circle. Easy call. Chandler shoots 2, and the Knicks look to take the lead.
Well, miscommunication on the offensive end as Artest was throwing the ball into the post to Casal. And Powell thought it had already turned, was setting the screen for someone, and the ball was an easy pickoff for the turn. Uh-oh, where is it? David Lee says, I know where it is. Picks it off and gives the Knicks the chance to tie the game and take the lead.
Andrew Bynum coming into the game for the Lakers, so the starting 5 intact again. Lamar sits down. But there's not been a lot of rhythm for the Lakers. You talked about it. The reserves as a group didn't do much. Farmer was 1 of 6, Odom 1 of 3, Shannon Brown 1 of 3, 0 for 2 in his 3-point tries. And it is a 1-point lead for the Knicks. They're on a 14-6 run.
And both teams now shooting about the same percentage from the field. Remember, the Lakers were shooting like 60%, 58%.
Fish on a curl. And Cogasol. That's a double one. Little bounce there.
That's being 7 foot.
Tapped away, Kobe. Larry Hughes thought he had cleared Kobe. And Kobe just tapped it when he brought it up.
You got to grip that ball with both hands and keep a very firm grip on it. The players are always trying to slap at it.
Real short. Same result. That one long. And the reason I said, because they handed him the ball, he had not established position. He jumped back in bounds.
I thought he got the right foot back, or the left foot in bounds.
Well,
it was close.
Did he have both down as he caught it? Kobe! Makes no difference. Puts the Lakers up by 3. So Kobe is 7 of 10. Knicks bring out the best. Can we get them in the Western Conference 4 times a year? Yeah, at least for Kobe, he'd like it. A lot of teams would like that the way the Knicks are going lately.
It doesn't matter to Kobe who is in the West, in the East, the South, North.
Air ball. Good defense. Ron Artest, former defensive player of the year, working on Wilson Chandler. Pull-up game of Derek Fisher. Good to see. Fish with 6. And a timeout for the Knicks. It'll be a 20. Lakers up by 5.
Knicks went up by 1. Now a 6-0 run for the Lakers, and they see themselves up by 5. And just over 2 minutes to go here in the first half. The Lakers have to close this final 2 minutes very, very efficiently and take a nice lead into the locker room. Don't let this Knicks team think they have any hope at all.
For you coming up on our Jack in the Box halftime report right here in Star Plaza. I'm Patrick O'Neill. Norm Nixon will join me. We're going to talk about Andrew Bynum as he continues his onslaught this early in the season. How are the Lakers keeping pace with the Knicks? Obviously, very up-tempo type basketball team with D'Antoni coaching them. Not really seeing that. Perhaps they don't have the same personnel. Of course, we're going to pick a nickname for Shannon Brown. But right now, back inside to Joel and Stu. Obviously, these last couple of minutes, very important going into halftime.
Yeah, let's see how they finish it. We talk about first 5 of the third, the way you close out quarters, halves. That is going to be a key with 2:12 to play in the first 24 minutes. We'll visit Lakers.com to check out the Toyota virtual tour with the Laker girls and enter for your chance to win exclusive Laker prizes. It's courtesy of Toyota, suiting up with the Lakers for over 35 years. Knicks second worst defensively in the NBA after the first 13 games for this squad. They give up 108 a contest. Lakers average a little more than 102, almost 103 a game. So let's see if they hit the averages tonight. Gallinari, that stays out. Kobe kept it away from Larry Hughes.
Gallinari made a nice up fake on Powell, but missed the easy one.
Artest spacing. Kobe knew it. He's got the 3. The Lakers right now on a 9-0 run, and they lead it 49-41. Ron Artest with 6. It's balanced across the board for the Lakers. There's the screen you were talking about. Lee will shoot 2.
He holds it just a hair, and then he's gone. And his teammates find him with the nice bounce pass, and his interior catching is pretty good. That shows he's got some pretty good hands.
With a guy like that, and we saw it so much with Steve Nash and D'Antoni's system, how do you think he'd do with Steve Nash? You think he'd see some touches?
How would anybody do with Steve Nash?
I mean,
you'd average 10.
Put a player in a position to succeed, like David Lee was an athletic big guy. So David Lee now in double figures, 10 and 6. He was the last pick in the first round. Boy, as he turned out, 2005 draft, 30 teams. He was taken 30th overall. And he was third in the league on the boards last year. Kobe off the handoff, shoots two. Larry Hughes with the reach, and he knew it.
Well, the old outside handoff play. That play's as old as me. Well, maybe not that old. But
wait a minute.
They get ridiculous. Get serious here. Back in the day, as Kobe goes to the line for the first time in the game.
You know, there have not been many whistles.
Well,
a lot of turnovers.
This is only the 4th and 5th free throws the Lakers have shot tonight.
Yeah, and the Knicks only 5 of 6 at the stripe.
That makes for a good game.
Keep it moving. Last week, 29, 7 and 7. Just scored by the best of the game. And Kobe is now up to 16 points with 4 boards and a couple of assists. So the Lakers by 8, 51-43. David Lee, that's a long-range shot for him.
It was off and he left his hand. It was almost like a knuckleball.
Back door, Andrew Bynum. Lee got a piece of it. Gasol cleans it up. Pau Gasol on the deflection.
Well, you got to make a choice. Which one of the 7-footers you're going to get to?
Defended well. Gasol went straight up. Now the Lakers on a run out. Kobe, show and go. And he can't get the layup. But it's out to Derek Fisher. Fresh shot clock for the Lakers. Kobe, a triple, real short, off the shoulder. What an assist by Pau Gasol. No, blocked away. Larry Hughes, they say, got all ball. Ragged, and a technical on Andrew Bynum. Kenny Maurer didn't like it.
Kenny should have waited a little bit before he gave the technical, though. But that, you know, the Knicks had a numbers advantage. The floor is spread.
It hurt him.
So, in a sense, it may hurt him. As Andrew didn't like the call, he better start chirping. He's going to be out of here with a quick second one. The technical is missed.
I like what Kobe did, Stu. He went over to Kenny Maurer and kind of diverted the attention.
Yeah, that's what your leaders do. Is there's no question he got fouled. I mean, there was no ball, all wrist. So, you know, the officials miss one. They miss one or two every once in a while. I know when it's you can't handle it, but give them a little bit of freedom there, or leeway there.
Drew picks up his second, or actually he had 2 fouls. That technical is first, otherwise he's going to the locker room, of course. Gallinari defended well, and loose ball, it's going the other way. Knicks out of fouls, and Derek Fisher shoots
That was ugly from the time Gallinari lost the handle. He's on the dribble, Ron Artest knocks it free a little bit, and finally he gets it and shoots an air ball, and then David Lee pushes Derek on the rebound.
Yeah, as opposed to the previous possession where he got Pau on the up fake and had a real nice look.
Yeah, he was just OC that time, though. Ever since he lost control on the defense of Ron Artest, he never did regain his composure at all.
So Fish has been to the free throw line earlier this evening. He is now 3 of 3 at the stripe.
Speaking of composure, you know, was working hard tonight, not in Laker uniform, but assistant equipment manager Carlos Maples was working tonight. And
what did it stand?
He's got a birthday. I just want to give him his birthday props. He's got a birthday. So happy birthday, Carlos. I know you probably have to take a week off since you worked so hard tonight, but you might have deserved it.
So the blue flu from Carlos Maples is about to appear after the celebration. Happy birthday, Carlos. Good man. Runs the Lakers locker room. Along with his commanding general, Rudy Garza-Duenas, of course.
As Carlos says, my locker room, my rules.
54-43. They take away that free throw. Call a violation. Foul the shot clock. Chandler. Stays with the play. 5.1. So second chance. Wilson Chandler had a pretty good half. All things considered. Kobe had. He wanted to change directions. Larry Hughes wouldn't let him. Now with a second to go.
The first thing he did was change of pace. He came down and hesitated like he was getting ready to pull up. That's what froze Larry Hughes, and then he kept going, and a blocking foul. So you have to play this game with change of speeds, change of directions.
16 for Kobe. And I talked about the balance. Andrew Bynum with 10 and 6. Pau Gasol 9 and 9. Artest 6 and 6. As Kobe gets the first of 2. Good to see Fish hit a couple of long-range buckets. He's got 7 with 3 assists, 3 boards. So they're spreading it out. And we saw that the way they shared the basketball on Sunday.
And with 1 second to go in the half, this is when you want to make players come back to get the ball. Don't let them throw the ball the length of the floor.
Doesn't matter if it's missed by Kobe.
So the Lakers, we talked about the final 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Good finish to the half.
Yeah, they led by about 6 at that time. We talked about it. So obviously they closed the quarter with a nice little run of 15-4, and they lead by 10.
So as opposed to a 15-point deficit last year when the Knicks came to Staples Center, that's where the Lakers were trailing by. It's a plus 10 for the Lakers this time around, 55-45. So we head outside to Patrick and Norm. Time for the Jack in the Box halftime report.
All right, thanks very much, Joel. Yeah, Norm, just a strange first half. Bottom line, the Lakers have a 10-point lead, and they played some defense, hit some shots.
Well, they had 10-point leads. They shot 6 free throws in the last 2 minutes, but up until that time, they did not get to the free throw line, which means they were shooting a lot of jump shots. Strange game for New York, D'Antoni's team. The Lakers have more fast break points than his team. Yep. Strange games all the way around.
They don't have the personnel, but we're going to talk about it on our Jack in the Box halftime report. We'll hit on Bynum and also the fast break game and Shannon Brown nickname. All next.